day, and the final game of the day, which is this best of one between Throw 6 and Zaggers. As we have seen, the draft has already started off. We have seen a couple picks on both sides already. Throw 6 matches have picked the Akali for themselves, whereas Zaggers have picked the Mordekaiser and Graves. Looking at both teams' bans so far, a lot of these champion bans have been targeted. The Zed, the Shen, and the Fiddlesticks, as well as the LeBlanc, Darius, and the Nautilus pick. So far, we are seeing a Tryndamere hover, but that will not go through. That will end up being the Cho'Gath instead. And we do see an Akali, Ashe, Cho'Gath being picked for the side of Throw 6 matches. Meanwhile, we're looking for Darkessa's pick on the Zaggers side. Not too sure who he is going to get to complement the team. Anything can go, but they do pick a very early Kassadin right now, leaving room to... Actually, not leaving room to be counted because the Akali and the Cho'Gath are the mid and top picks. So they are leaving the bot lane picks for the next rotation.
I won't be denied. Your worst decisions will haunt you.
So, we seem to have had a volunteer caster. We are joined with Alex Abricus, Mr. Blackfire himself. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, really good. Really keen to watch this game unfold and see the finalists for Div 2 take it head to head.
Yeah. So far, I guess you're not in game. Are you able to get in the game at all? Maybe.
No,
Maybe you can
I
spectate once the game starts, so we will see if
yeah,
it's even necessary, but I'll continue casting the champion select. We do see an Alistar being picked and a Scion being picked. So far we do have the Akali, Ashe, Cho'Gath, and Scion for the side of Throw 6 matches, and they will be picking their jungler now. Hovers over every single jungler right now. Kayn is available, Hecarim is available, Master Yi being hovered. It could be anything. Master Yi still being hovered, and Master Yi will be locked in for the final game of this tournament. And for the side of Zaggers, we're still waiting for an ADC pick, which may be anything really. Is there a favorite ADC or champion that you'd like to see picked?
uh, oof. Honestly, I'm not really entirely sure, but
Doesn't matter. It's not even
there
an
it is.
ADC. It's a Swain. One of the S tier bot lane picks right now as well.
Incredible. This would be quite an interesting match. I gotta say that that route on the Swain will be absolutely brutal for Ashe.
Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult. Especially considering Ashe does not have a support this game. I think Scion is the support. There's no real traditional support, so it is either Scion or the Cho'Gath. I'm not really sure yet. Do you know which player is the support? Is it Naruto fan or Ultra?
Whoa. Not entirely certain, but I can actually, now have a quick look.
Yeah, have that quick look so we can find out shortly. But we do have that 3 minute spectator delay.
Absolutely, we got plenty of time to take a look at a few things. So, how do you think this is going to unfold?
Yeah, Throw 6 matches is undefeated so far. They've gone through the qualifier stage with wins all around, undefeated, beating out this team once already. And they have received a bye into the grand finals due to a forfeit from the team only simps. So everything is everything comes down to this.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays out. It could be an upset, but look, Throw 6 matches has come through really, really strong this tournament. And I mean, you said it yourself, they're undefeated. So, they've played against Zaggers before, they've taken them down once. and I guess it'll be really down to whether they can do it again or not this time.
Yeah, straight up. Do you think you're able to get into spectate at all?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and I'm there. I've
You
got
are
it up.
there. Okay.
It's working. I think I was just waiting for Champ Select to finish.
Yeah. All right. So we do see Zaggers on red side again. Zaggers has played red side on the previous game, so it's something familiar. They do have that little warm-up game as well. That might give them a better chance into this game. They have picked completely different champions in every single role though, so I think actually most of their champions have been banned from the previous game. That are Darius, Nautilus, and LeBlanc all being banned, as well as the Jin. So four of the champions from the previous match have been banned. So aside from that jungle pick, they have uh, been forced to pick something different. But it is a quite a strong tanky lineup that they do have. If it does start to get towards late game, they do have the option in the Kassadin to take those kills, but not having that traditional ADC can be a problem as well. On the side of throw six matches, we do have a fairly old school comp, seeing that Akali, Ashe, Sion, Cho'Gath, Master Yi. I believe most of these champions were released before like Season 2, so should be interesting to see how that lines up.
Yeah, and in terms of the information uh on the throw six matches side, I think we're right. It's definitely going to be Sun support in the bot lane, and yeah, I mean that's what they registered as with the tournament. So I think that's gonna let us know what this is gonna look like. I don't really have much information for Zaggers because they had a few people register with support as their primary role. So
Yeah, I
I'm
mean it could be
can't be certain,
anything.
but I think
Teams
it's
teams love to
probably
roll swap, so
absolutely.
yeah, we're
But
getting
I
straight
think
into game.
yeah,
I wanna tell you something a bit off topic. But the stream
absolutely.
can know I'm watching ABC on my screen right now, and there are some really big crayfish or crabs or yabbies. I don't know what they are, but they're very, very colorful. It's it's actually quite unique. Big fan.
Oh, honestly, sea life is the most colorful life. I'm a real big fan of just. I mean, have you ever been to the Great Barrier Reef, Eric? I mean,
I have not been to the Great Barrier Reef. Actually, haven't been to Queensland at all.
look, let me tell you, that place really beautiful. I would encourage everyone to go there and have a snorkel. Now that the borders are all open and you can get out, so if you're looking for something to do over this break, over this sort of summer time, I would strongly recommend snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef. It's a
Yeah,
really beautiful
is that
place.
is that legal snorkeling? Is it good for the reef? Obviously, some of the things you do to the reef can be quite bad for it.
Mm.
What are the things that you can and can't do at the reef?
Well, I think, look, there are some areas that they don't do snorkeling in.
Yep.
Some of the weaker areas of the reef that are currently, being sort of rebuilt, conserved, or uh, struggling a bit due to ecological impacts. But in the stronger areas, you can just go and snorkel. Obviously, it's probably best you don't touch anything. Just look. But it's really cool to see all the colorful fish and colorful coral all around
Yeah.
you, and you can get really close as well. Like
It's
those
definitely one of the
fish.
most beautiful spots in the world, and it's something that I really hope that we can continue to conserve throughout our generation and
Absolutely.
future generations as well. But both teams don't look to do anything too serious. They're both kind of fanning out and just accepting that they're going to play a normal game of League of Legends with no real invade. So that'll
Yeah.
be cool. Master Yi does start in the top side, starting blue. Something a little different. Might see a level 2 gank top or a level 3 gank bottom. And we do see Graves starting out on the bottom side of his jungle, taking blue with his bot side.
Yeah, I wonder if the bot side on blue side are gonna try to get any sort of advantage here. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're really holding back to make sure that they don't know where Master Yi started.
Yeah, they did kind of walk towards their bottom lane from the standard side. Maybe there are some thoughts in the head that Master Yi did start the bottom side and not the top instead, but it's hard to know what goes through in these teams' heads. For all they know, they could all just be focusing on laning. But I think I should adjust the champions because not everyone is in their correct positions. So shall see Sion drop there, ADC will be there.
Poke
Kali
coming out in the mid lane.
And that should be everything adjusted so the viewers at home do have a better perspective. So Alex, as nothing much happens in the game right now, tell us a little bit about Ace.
Oh, well, Ace is this organization I founded with, wow, my great friend, Eric Lee.
Wow, friendship here. Good colleagues, good friends, and a long history.
Absolutely. And we kind of sort of figured, hey, let's start an organization that is run by all the clubs, all the esports clubs that is, around the country. Make a sort of real bonding experience and get clubs working together and collaborating on different events.
Definitely. Well, I'll cut you off quickly, but there is a scuffle in the top lane, but as most top lane scuffles go, it's just a bit of damage and then we all decide to go back to the farming simulator that is top lane League of Legends.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, and you know what? Cho'Gath's just gonna CS all that health back up with his passive.
Yeah. But by clubs, for clubs is the quick thing, but in the mid, we're going to have a gank slow onto that Akali right now. Akali will get hit and will go...
Escapes.
Yeah, escapes, does get chunked out, does have flash and ignite still available, but she will go back and reset.
Well, she got out of that one by the hair on her chinny chin chin, I'll say that much. That was a bit of a close call.
Yeah, no ignites unfortunately. If Kassadin did have that ignite, Akali would have been killed, but there isn't too much kill potential at this early stage of the game. Meanwhile in top lane, again, Ultra getting chunked by that Mordekaiser combo. That pull in plus Q and an auto is enough to get those 3 procs to activate that passive, that Mordekaiser passive. I'm not sure if there's a visual bug, but Master Yi's build in the jungle looks very, very weird.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of daggers
He
here.
does have 3 daggers. I don't... Is he meant to afford 3 daggers? I assume it's correct. It should be about, what, 1200 gold, which looks about accurate? Yeah,
Look, and I don't
that
think
is
we
accurate.
see any of those daggers go to waste. I mean,
Oh, we won't. It's just it's interesting to see someone build 3 daggers straight up and have that jungle item. So it looks like there's 4 different daggers. But Naruto fan will knock up Darkest over there. But yeah, it's just, everyone's farming so far. Nothing too stressful. They're all looking to have a bit more of a quiet game. It is grand finals, so we do expect to see nerves a little high and people wanting to take the game a lot more seriously. It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure, and especially after that previous game that Zaggers did have, they might need some time to breathe.
I think we're gonna see some bigger plays once all the ults come out. I mean, we've got a level 6 now in the mid lane. Top lane's just catching up, and we got a little sneaky dragon going on here as well.
Yeah, Master Yi just being one of those champions that can take dragons away quite easily. We do see one of the Earth dragons go out to throw 6, and it's looking to be pretty good. I'm gonna quickly hover over and check out what that second dragon is over a moment. We hover over, and it is an ocean drag, meaning that the third dragon, Cloud Soul, may be infernal or cloud.
We've got something happening, possibly in the top lane. Yep.
Yep, we do see
going
Freelancer get
and
that pull. Ultra
the
flashes
flash
towards
out.
the wall. Weird flash, but he does survive that. I don't even think he needed to flash there. He kind of flashed on the spot.
Well,
I mean,
got him
someone
out
is
of it at
burnt.
least.
Worth. That's what both people would say.
Absolutely. And Graves looking to no, he's just gonna take the scuttle and path up to the top lane once again.
Yeah, if Mordekaiser can get that ultimate onto Cho'Gath and isolate him in his own special realm, there would be kill potential onto that Cho'Gath. But the same can be said for the Cho'Gath as well. If fighting that Mordekaiser alone, he does have that big chomp to assassinate.
Yeah.
Or I wouldn't say assassinate, but to execute that Mordekaiser.
Ooh, and he's popped it. Is he gonna do anything? No. I mean, see, look, the problem for Graves is he really did get spotted out by that blue control ward right there, and there's just nothing he can do about that. The Cho'Gath is just gonna play defensively and know the limits while that Graves is still there. So I don't think that gank was ever really gonna go anywhere. I think Graves just wasted a fair bit of time.
Yeah, he did. He had other options as well. He could have just invaded, like, he was in the jungle. He could have just taken Blue Bath, the Grump, and everything else, but instead he decides to path. Extremely strangely, went all the way from that top side, all the way to his wolves, and is starting to jungle bottom up when he was from the top. So these are kind of the tips of the jungle. Take what you can when you can, nearby you as well. You don't need to walk all the way down. It's just really inefficient pathing. And you did know that Master Yi was towards the bottom side after taking Dragon. You do have the time and opportunity to take away camps in that top side jungle.
Yeah, and look, with the amount of time that was wasted, could have been looking to really just even possibly look at taking Rift, especially with the mid getting quite sort of low on health, and we've got something going on there.
Both players look to engage, and then they both get away, deciding, yep, not today, I don't want to risk it, I don't want to be the person to give away first blood.
Absolutely, and we've got the summoner spell flash down on Kassadin now, but it will force Akali to back, so really not sure whether that was a one trade for either of them, to be honest.
Yeah,
especially
both
now
players
with
are safe.
Kassadin taking those plates down for that extra goal.
Yeah, both players should be fairly happy at surviving that and living to see another day. No one really wants to make the big mistake right now, but what we're seeing in this game, rather than any big mistakes, we're seeing little leads amount. We see in the top lane there's 30 CS difference, with Free Lancer being far ahead. And we see a 20 CS difference in the jungle, with Master Yi just clearing quite quickly and Graves kind of wasting time. It's not something you really want to see on a Graves being 20 CS behind.
Absolutely. And it looks like he's playing the waiting game once
and
again.
we will see a fight between Freelancer and Ultra. I'm not sure if Freelancer will take him to his Shadow Realm. He does not. WQ comes out, heads up, Pulverize, Pool comes in for Darkest, pulls Sion in, but Sion does flash away and flash burn, and everyone goes back to the standard game state, which is just farming and laning.
Again, the problem again for Graves was that ward that was just sitting there and wasn't dealt with at all.
Definitely. That's one of the important things about League of Legends, just denying vision and pathing effectively to dodge that vision. They do know he's there, and right now we are seeing a gank in the mid lane, but not fast enough. Akali does have escape options that she can use to survive. Right now I'd like to see Graves focus his time just farming and denying jungle camps to the Master Yi. They will take that dragon whilst Master Yi is taking that herald, so both junglers taking different objectives on the opposite side of the map.
And Herald's coming down on mid. I'd be curious to see. I mean, it was a really premature.
That is a
Herald,
very
right?
early Herald, but Master Yi will get knocked up by the
I don't
team.
even think that
But
Herald's gonna
they
get
will
knocked
deny
up.
the Herald. That is a wasted Herald. That is not how you want to drop Herald.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it was a misclick. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
mean,
I'm not too sure. I didn't spot that, but that's obviously a little questionable. But we have transitioned back into top lane. Freelancer does get that pull onto Ultra. Conk does activate, and he will just take the farm. Check out that dragon. What do we have next? We do have a Cloud Dragon, so it will be Cloud Soul for this game.
look at the map. The red side's actually got a lot of pretty good vision control at this point, especially around that bot side. So if that's not dealt with, if that sort of keeps up till the next dragon, probably look to sort of.
Yeah, Freelancer
Yeah,
does
but-
take Shogath into his Shadow Realm, but yeah, again, they're just looking to trade, and I really want to see something exciting in top lane, but I think both players are happy to just do nothing until the team fight stage of the game.
Yeah, and the thing with Cho'Gath is you've really got to get them pretty low to get that chump off. I don't think we're going to see something for quite a while, mainly because Maud has that shield option to protect him from that chump, so there'll be a bit of a...
Oh, Master Yi
Oh,
does find
never
that
mind, I
Mordekaiser
spoke
all on his
too
own.
soon, it looks like we're gonna see
Mordekaiser
a
will
big tank.
flash away, and the TP does come out. Yep, TP does come out. Akali does not use the her ultimate to follow, but that is okay. Akali will push that wave in, and I think both teams will be fairly happy with that. Zaggers. Oh, meanwhile, sorry, Ash will ult that. That Swain has been ulted. Sion does re-engage. Fights come out. Swain looks very, very low. Another TP comes out. First blood goes to the Alistar. Sion will go down. Pull comes in for that Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser doesn't do enough to kill Ash right now,
And they're
but
gonna
Graves
dive
is right
Ash.
there. The blind will come out. Ultimate comes out. That is a 2-0 for Zaggers, and what was a fight in the top lane ended up being 2 kills in the bottom lane with a good TP and good roaming from Bringbear.
That was, yeah, I mean, to see a fight unfold on completely opposite sides of the map, with so many players so quickly one after another, it's just insane. It just goes to show these teams have a lot of ability to travel and roam the map at this stage in the game.
Yeah, we did have Throw 6 as our favorites for this game, but Zaggers are the one showing dominance in the final, or the grand final of this tournament.
I mean, the gold lead's not, there's no significant gold lead just yet, but there is definitely potential for this to...
Pull comes in, Ultra does get that knock-up off. Mordekaiser does use the ultimate, but our Spectator has brought us to mid and back to top. I don't think Freelancer can do anything right now, but Wango and Akali will be fighting as well. Everyone in this game are fairly tanky, so they're just looking to do these long extended trades. Speedy does not get that knock-up that he wants, and that roam unsuccessful. Darkest all on his own in the bot lane. We will see that Alistar walk back towards the bottom very, very shortly, walking slowly. Meanwhile, Graves is just chilling in base. Not sure why. Think he's waiting for a few items. He is walking back to lane with that Swain. Master Yi does spot out Mordekaiser. He does gank top. Master Yi versus Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser 2v1, and Master Yi will delete that Mordekaiser with his true damage and Kraken Slayer item.
Yeah, and that's going to be that. I mean, maybe a little bit of a lost benefit there, not having Cho'Gath take that kill with Feast, but hey, I mean, it's a kill. It's gonna
Yeah,
bring
well,
help.
the truth is you do want that kill on Master Yi. Master Yi is the carry, and Marcy does need to get snowballing. Cho'Gath's role in this game is to just tank up and not really do much, just to be a big meat shield and to execute later in the game. Cho'Gath, I think, has been using his feast on minions anyways, and that's okay. Marcy getting that snowball will be I guess, one of the big win conditions for the throw 6 side.
Yeah, as long as I guess Cho'Gath starts team fighting fairly soon, we should be okay. Because he's got and there it is. He's chomped his 60, so he's hit that sort of hard cap now. Well, he's actually gonna have to come champions from now on. So I guess there was a little wiggle room before, but if he wants to keep increasing that health, it's gonna be down to farm and team fights now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's getting to that stage of the game where everyone's moving around. Dragons are becoming a bigger priority. We do see a second dragon for Zaggers, and that tower is going down ever so slowly. Mordekaiser will find that Cho'Gath all in his own, and it will be a 1v1 fight. Freelancer does dodge that rupture. Pool comes in. Ultra does get altered. Freelancer and Ultra in the Shadow Realm together. Ultra just navigating around that portal, and again, all the team comes in. The squad comes in to support Ultra, and Throw 6 gets another kill on the Mordekaiser in the top lane.
And that just shows, you know, the incredible amount of mobility that these teams have. Like, you've got, you know, what was a Shadow Realms Cho'Gath, just staving off that fight and kind of running circles around that Mordekaiser.
Can I say, that ward is so cute.
Run down. Yeah.
That is such a cute ward. I don't know what that is, but that is the cutest ward I've seen in a while. We do have a fight at Rift Herald right now. Everyone does identify this as a target. We will see Throw 6 take this Rift Herald. Smite comes down and Marcy will take that. That can go towards the top side. Let's hope that Rift Herald gets used properly this time and not like last time.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I think before it was just probably down to a misclick, but I think I'll probably ask the team after the match is done. It'll be interesting to find out, you know.
Yeah, no doubt, but Speedy Boy will clear some vision in that Baron pit now, no longer the Rift Herald pit, and both teams are looking to just clear away vision. Wango and Speedy Boy just clearing everything away in that top side, maybe looking for a pick in that area. Freelancer dancing around the turret does get his little combo off. Flash on the Master Yi. Master Yi does get away, doesn't meditate on the spot, and we are looking to see a 4 or a 5-man push from Zaggers on the mid side. That wave will be cleared up very quickly. Master Yi does take a little bit of damage. We do see 5 on Zaggers looking to push mid. I think they all go mid and then they all decide, yeah, nah, that's not for today. Mid lane being shoved in by Throw 6 now. Speedy Boy doesn't have the clear potential. That Herald does get put on a much better spot, and that tower should go down. Akali versus Swain in the bot lane, 1 level ahead. Akali running a riot. Akali does get a solo kill onto Darkest and a TP for Wango, looking for the Akali. He will find Master Yi. He will find 2 people there for himself. He does flash away. Ash does ult and it does miss, but Wango does leave that fight. Meanwhile, in top, we do see a very tanky Cho'Gath. Freelancer does heal most of that damage back up, but it's gonna be difficult for Freelancer to kill Cho'Gath at this point in the game. He is a very, very tanky boy.
Yeah, and really rough to see the Kassadin burn both spot lane, just trying to chase that Akali. He's gonna have to worry about not having that added ability to sort of traverse the map now, and really, I think you got nothing out of that trade, unfortunately.
Yeah, both teams are still fairly even. We have seen Throw 6 take the edge just slightly. Dragon will be ready soon, and Zaggers are heavily prioritizing that Dragon. Yeah, both teams do realize that Dragon is a priority. Both teams do want to fight and extend their lead into the game. They're both confident in what they can do, and rightly so. TP for Ultra. Oh, Akali goes in all by herself. She does get away safely. That ultimate from Ashe, beautiful. Master Yi does get knocked away. Sion does get a two-man knock up, and there is just chaos now. Mordekaiser in his Shadow Realm. Not sure who he is isolated. He has gotten Akali, but he is all on his own. He will get aced very shortly. No, he does flash away that kill. That Dragon will go to Throw 6, and that is a 4 for nothing for the Throw 6 side, who played that beautifully with their CC chain. Might I say Baron?
Ooh, yeah, we could be seeing a real nice early Baron here. I mean, there's not much Red side can do to contest this round. Two of them are still coming back online. Take them a while to get there.
This will be a Baron pick. I cannot imagine any alternative. It's looking to be very, very easy, and they will get that smite down on Baron on the... I was seeing 800 HP, but yeah, that is Baron, that is Dragon, that is 4 kills, and that was about a 4k gold, not a gold swing, but they had... What's the English word I'm looking for? They acquired about 4 to 5k gold throughout the duration of that fight, from those 4 kills to that Baron. English, not even twice.
4k gold upswing.
Yes, upswing is the word I'm looking for.
Excellent. I mean, look, it's really, you know, we really are seeing blue side just increasing their lead again and again and again, taking with these objectives and these fights over these objectives.
Oh, pause comes out. We have been informed that there is some Australian internet issues for one of the teams, for the ADC player. So we shall wait it out just a little bit. Maybe there will be a switch out to mobile data, or it's just yelling at your family to get off the internet, get off the Netflix, stop uploading your photos. Never know.
I mean, look, hey, would it really be an Australian tournament if there wasn't at least one internet issue?
Yeah, that's our specialty. Even at live tournaments, you sometimes have internet issues. It's very, very peculiar. Internet issues all around. Yeah, while we're on this little bit of a break, is there anything that you're excited for in this Christmas period? Christmas, Hanukkah. What other seasonal holidays are there right now?
Um, I'm blissfully unaware of all the different holidays around this time of year, but
Kwanzaa? I think Kwanzaa's one.
yeah, you might be right there. I'm hesitant to say anything because I'm really not sure. I know what I'm looking forward to though. I mean, you know me, right?
It is
very
Kwanzaa.
ah
It's an
excellent.
African American celebration. Is it just African American? Interesting. Google is great. Kwanzaa kind of looks like, what's the Jewish celebration that they have? Hanukkah,
Hanukkah,
but more African.
pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. They use 7 candles, 3 red, 3 green, and 1 black. Sometimes some people are using different candles, but that's what I'm getting mainly. And it's not even a religious holiday, it's a cultural one. It's very, very cool.
That is really cool.
It's very cool. What do you celebrate yourself?
Well, I am a Greek, and we celebrate Christmas. I'm afraid. And I'm definitely looking forward to the humongous feast with all the relatives that happens once a year at this time.
Yep.
And the
Get
on
the
good old
souvlaki pits out and you know, your pitas and eating all that delicious Greek food I used to.
surprisingly, it's we got a lot more white people food. Like
Oh, well,
around
Akali does
Christmas.
get away, so you can keep talking about your food at Christmas. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so just standard Western food?
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a fair few Greek things there, but it's a lot more white at Christmas compared to Easter. Now that's when we really get the souvlaki pit,
Yeah.
the whole lamb on the spit, all the works going. Easter for us is just off the charts, I must say.
What do you, is it called Glenty or is that something else? Is there a, I know like Easter's huge because of well, it's the Greek Orthodox special fun time period where, I don't know, Easter's just always been a huge thing for Greeks. I guess
Yeah,
it's more
absolutely.
Jesus focused.
Well, look, a big part of it is a lot of people fast from all meat and dairy and animal products for 40 days before Easter. So you can imagine culturally how that develops into Easter being a enormous like pile of meat and various Greek like I mean I want to call them works of art, but you know with the amount of meat you could honestly call them anything from amazing to atrocities. Like it's just that much like meat. But you know if you're feeling meat on Easter Day and you're at a Greek event, I mean you're not gonna have a problem, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna have everything.
I wasn't aware of your fast, so it's a 40-day animal product fast?
Correct. Look, not everyone does 40 days. Not everyone even does any days. Sometimes you know, it really depends on the person and how they interpret the religion and whatnot. But you know, it is culturally speaking, it's been a 40-day fast.
Yeah,
And
very,
yeah, absolutely. What about you, Eric?
yeah, I'm Catholic, so I used to do fast as well, but we did no animal products every Friday leading up to Easter for about a couple weeks. I think we call it Lent. I'm pretty sure it's called Lent. Yeah, it's called Lent, so we do it from February to April. But yeah, we should look at League of Legends again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have any huge feast at Easter, just standard things. But I think the huge celebration for my family is New Year's, because I am a Chinese background person. New Year's is kind of huge. We do the Chinese Lunar New Year sort of stuff on New Year's instead because it's more feasible for us. So when many Chinese people still use the lunar calendar to some regard, especially for their festive season. Because we are a mixed bunch of people, we're Chinese, East Timorese, Indonesian, Portuguese, like mess of cultures, we've just decided, yep, New Year's is just when we all celebrate and have huge barbecues and visit each other's houses and get red packets and like we just have a crazy week from like Christmas onto like the next few days of New Year's. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, and you know, you get to that way. You get to sort of celebrate New Year's with everyone else as well, which is really great.
Yeah, well, everyone has their holidays. It's great. It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very quiet game of League of Legends. Not gonna lie, nothing much has happened since that big fight around Baron. We do see Throw 6 take another dragon, so they are one off of Soul Dragon. Akali still hasn't ramped up. Akali hasn't died, but everyone's just kind of accepting League of Legends like this. Ultra will get dived on. Swain will tank so many shots. Sonya comes out to take off aggro. Ultra tanking away so much. Ultra goes down to Ringbear's ultimate in the very end. And in the opposite side, we do have Throw 6 fighting in the bottom lane to get that tower.
Yeah, and I think the reason they prioritize that top side gank over the dragon is I'm not sure if they're confident they can take a team fight over dragon at this point. Especially, you know, considering what happened with the last dragon as well. So
Oh, of course.
Yeah, perhaps they were looking just to sort of say, okay, well, we can't get the dragon, but you know, we got a loose top laner here. We can clean that and the tower up.
Yeah,
And at
Zaggers
least
is probably just trying to take whatever they can right now, flash away for that Ashe. But oh, Akali goes in 1v3. Akali will look to fight, and Akali does get away from that Zaggers team. But as we were discussing, Zaggers is quite far behind on level. Ringbear was level 13, just got level 14. Wango is just waiting for his power spike. The level 16, can't remember the name. The level 16 Cassidon Classic power spike. So once he gets that, he may start to carry the game. But it's just a really difficult game state for the Zaggers team. They do need to scale to do something, but all those champions haven't gotten the resources they need to get there. But we're just gonna see more nothing happen. But yeah,
really hinge on this Ascendant to make the game come alive once he hits level 16.
oh definitely. And Sion engages straight onto that Graves. Sion looking for something more. Knockup comes out. Jiffy does get a kill. Master Yi gets one kill. Second kill for Akali. Speedy will go down. That's 4 kills down. Meanwhile, Wango is bot lane just farming. No teleport comes out. No teleport. Used. Baron will go for throw 6 while Castle takes the tower for himself.
Pro 6 really needs this Baron. We really need to push and take some major objectives down because that Castle is getting worryingly close to level 16, and we all know. I mean, we've seen it in the pro scene. We've seen it at amateur levels. Once he hits that level 16, it's really, really difficult to deal with him.
Yeah, like despite its difficulty, Throw 6 are quite far ahead. From what was a quiet game, they have quietly created leads everywhere around the map. They have taken another inhibitor, they have taken 2 Barons, they are 1 dragon off of Cloud Soul, and they've taken another tower. That is the 7th tower they've taken this game, and they're just pushing everything they can. Akali will back. No, Akali will not back. Akali will back. And the team will reset for another objective, which I assume maybe bot side this time?
Yeah, the lack of vision in that bot side, like in that jungle area on the bot side lane is probably going to be a bit of an advantage. I mean, really, it's just no one has vision in that area at all. So really, I mean, you're going wet.
Yeah, I mean that's what's great about like current League of Legends. It's not how it used to be maybe 7-8 years ago when you can put as many wards as you want. You have to be selective about your vision because all up you only have the potential for about 12 wards as a team. You have your 5 trinkets, you have your 5 control wards, and you have a few more on the support. It's actually not that much, and you have to be selective about where you put it and place them in points where they give you the most information possible.
And Catherine's hit is level 16, so we'll really see if that changes anything. But I think we also have to take note. Cloud Drake is coming up in 15 seconds, and for Pro 6 that will be sold if they can take that home.
Yeah.
So the objective we were looking at, it's not going to be a tower, it's not going to be an inhibitor, it's going to be that soul.
Yeah, luckily for Zaggers though, it is only a Cloud Soul. It's not the most important dragon. It's not the strongest dragon, so they can be happy with just that little extra movement speed boost that they give. But I believe Throw 6 are just looking to push in with their Baron and Tower minions. There aren't too many of them there, but they are tanky enough to protect that and do what they can. Top lane and bot lane minions are pushing, and we shall see another inhibitor tower go down. Yeah, this is going from bad to worse. We will see a fight. This may be the final fight of the game. Wango goes down to Master Yi. Meanwhile, Darkhead uses his Donyas. Maski in the backline will go down to that Mordekaiser. It is a 2 for 2 so far. Speedy Boy goes down, and Throw 6 is looking to end the game. Freelancer will get eaten up by that Cho'Gath auto attack, and Akali will go into tower, will go down. The ace does come out for Throw 6, and that will be the tournament win for Throw 6. A very, very anticlimactic ending right now, but a well-played fight for the Throw 6 side to ace Zaggers and to win the game.
I mean, look, I think it was less of a game about fireworks and explosions and more about just careful planning and strategy. So I would say well played to Throw 6 there.
Definitely. So that is GG to Throw 6, who have won the tournament. Well played to Zaggers, who did come and compete very, very strongly and to take that second place